Hey everybody, this is Janine Johnson with Westborough Life. I hope you're doing well today. We are starting a series of just quick mini interviews with some of our awesome business sponsors in the area, and I am so excited to introduce you personally to Stacey Oliva, as she is the owner of So Design Collective, and just a designer with over 20 years of experience in designing, remodeling, additions, pretty much anything that a client would need. She has experience in it, and her studio is gorgeous where she is right now. And so welcome, Stacey. It's so good to see you.
Thank you. You too. I appreciate you having me.
Yeah. So I just want to ask you a couple of questions, like really fun, get to know you kinds of questions. But Stacey, tell us a little bit about your business and your studio. How long have you been a part of So Design?
So Design has been, I have been in business about 3.5 years at this point. I've been in my studio space now 2 years, and we've just committed to kind of keep it going for a couple more years at the very minimum. I hope to be here for much longer than that, but it's really more of an escape to, do my work and not clutter my home with all work things and whatnot. What we do is help New England homeowners with anything related to residential design. It could be interior design projects, kitchen and bath design. I do a lot of additions, whole house remodels. I dabble in some custom home design. So we do a lot of different things. It's really kind of tailored to clients and what they need and how we can help them.
Yeah, I've always thought that your breadth of knowledge and your ability to work on so many different kinds of projects is just really unique. And your studio is absolutely one of my, I just love it. I know it's like just your office, but the way that you have made that space so cute is just, I would die to live in that, that studio.
It's a cool space for sure.
Yes. Yeah, and a testament to you.
Yeah, thank you.
So tell me, what do you enjoy most about what you do? What is your favorite part of this whole process of design?
I would say it's really about the problem solving. I used to work with a builder back in my early days, and if you're not a part of the solution, you're part of the problem. And inevitably anything in design, whether it's new construction, whether you're remodeling a space, whether you're changing a paint color, whatever, there's always like a problem that you're going to have to tackle. And I really enjoy just solving that problem. And sometimes, you know, builders can get upset, clients can get upset, I can get upset, but it's really about like taking a sort of different, like calm approach to it and knowing that there's always going to be a solution. And sure, sometimes it might cost like more money than you think it may cost, or sometimes not. There might be like a creative workaround.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes those obstacles inevitably result in like an outcome that is like far greater than anybody could ever imagine, which is my favorite part of it.
Love it. I love it. Yeah, always problems to resolve. And life is always changing, right? So like a problem you didn't have yesterday is now suddenly a problem. Your kids get older, and yeah, it's definitely.
Sure. I mean, even look at now, like we're just having to adapt to homeschooling our kids or co-home working with our spouses and all that sort of thing. Finding a way where 4 or 5 people can Zoom at the same time can be challenging for sure.
Absolutely. So how are you working around these times right now? Like, how are you helping clients in this little situation we have right now?
So, building being deemed essential, I do have several projects that are still moving along, and we've been, working to get clients in their homes. And, I also offer a couple of cabinet lines, and those are still, they're considered like part of our infrastructure. So they're still producing. Lead times have been extended a little bit, but we're still working, and we're working around them with, protective measures and limiting trades to sites and whatnot. And as far as clients go, I mean, I do a lot of Zoom meetings or calls or FaceTime meetings. Some of my new stuff has kind of, let's put it on hold maybe, like let's meet in person when all this blows over. But now I'm starting to reach out to clients and say, hey, maybe we should do that FaceTime call, because what looked like it was going to maybe blow over more quickly is clearly not happening. So it's definitely, we're adapting like on a day-to-day basis, and different clients have different comfort levels with me being in their house, or, you know, but I've also, you know, had some clients to my studio and we sort of do our social distance meeting, just in able to get a face-to-face and really discuss and dive into what their, this particular client I saw recently was a new home design. So really just having like an open discussion about what they want and what they need, and just sort of, I'm an energy person, and I kind of, it really is helpful to me to see somebody's face and have like a in-person conversation, even if it is a Zoom call or FaceTime, but just getting a good sense of how that person is and feels, and so I can try to develop a plan and concept for them that is true to them.
Right. I love it. And I think like the benefit of, if there is a benefit of a pandemic, maybe homeowners do have a little more time on their hands to sit down and have a discussion with you and really kind of focus their energy on a remodeling project, and using that time wisely now in the planning stages could be really beneficial, because once things start opening up, we're all going to be catching up and running around. So I think there could be some benefit to just taking the time now to get in the planning stages.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yep. So tell me something that maybe no one knows about you, something interesting or
I don't know that it's interesting, but I will, it's maybe like a little embarrassing in some senses. It's something that like my husband and I always laugh about. He's like, how is it, like, I think given the field that I'm in, everyone would assume that like, oh, your home must be just perfect and everything is in like optimal working order, like it functions seamlessly, and that's just really not the reality. Life is life, and I spend a lot of time working on everybody else's projects and making those beautiful. But I think that is part of this time that we've been in, like the last like several weeks, and not having as much, I like to call it my white space, like when kids are at school, when husband is at work, and I'm in my studio, and I'm able to sort of process things in my project wise or home life wise or whatever. I think about those things, and given that limited time now, I've sort of been processing my own home and how it can work better, and realizing that it's sometimes more about the process than it is the finished product.
Yeah.
And kind of embracing that and moving with that. And we've sort of been dreaming up some things that we've been talking about for a long time, my family and I, and sort of hoping to share that along the way. And I think stepping out of that box a little bit, and I'm generally a pretty introverted person, but I think that sharing those sort of struggles could be helpful to people, like related to problem solving with your own home and how do you overcome these obstacles and that sort of thing. So
shocking, you're human.
I suppose, yeah. That's one cool thing about all of this is I think it's become a little bit more acceptable to be vulnerable to what is bothering you, or the struggles of like what is something seemingly so simple is really, can be really impactful to some people, and it's okay, and showing people grace and kindness in that is obviously pretty important.
100%. I totally agree. Yeah, we got to take the good and really kind of embrace the process, right? I love it. Yeah. So how can our viewers find you? Give us your Facebook page, your Instagram handle, your website.
I'm pretty much SO Design Collective everywhere at SO Design Collective. I'm definitely more, well, I've been trying to be more active in social media now that there's a little more time to do so. So I have really kind of only been posting once a week, but sort of working on some content to share. And we've got a lot of great projects that are finishing up and I was just at a photo shoot earlier this week at one project and hoping to shoot some more in the coming months. COVID kind of got a little,
Yeah.
put a dent in that one, but we've been working on a lot the last few years. And so now everything is sort of settled in and there's a lot finished that I have to share. So, and hope to be sharing more about the process of some other things. So.
Love it. And you can also find So Collective, this might come across as backwards, I'm not sure, but right in our front and side cover of Westborough Life, you cannot miss her. And she actually designs her own ads, and they are always like the most beautiful ads in our publication. They're awesome. That is like a testament to how creative she is. So you guys look her up. You can, I'm so glad that you were able to kind of like meet Stacey in person and just see how calm and professional and awesome she is. So we highly recommend that you give her a call with any questions that you have about remodeling or design.
I appreciate it, Janine. Thank you.